Peacock's gritty new crime series M.I.A. established its stakes pretty quickly with big deaths in its premiere, and the creative team are sharing some insight into the deaths. Co-created by Ozark's Bill Dubuque and Dexter's Karen Campbell, the series revolves around Etta Jonze, the youngest in a family of 7, on the verge of going to college and putting her extensive knowledge to use, while currently working as part of the South Florida boating and boat tour company owned by her parents. But while her mom is pushing for her to go to college, Etta is more intrigued about joining the family's real business, working as drug smugglers for the Rojas cartel, using their company to help as a front for the operation. M.I.A. Episode 1, entitled Revenge, initially sees her get to join her father and 2 brothers on a run, with her parents later called to their boss for a meeting, where they learn that he's leaving the business due to his declining health and leaving the cartel in the hands of his 2 sons and daughter. The former, wanting to stake a bigger claim in the criminal underworld and make more money, force Etta's family to make a last-minute run, with the group learning that the cargo is women being trafficked, which they've never done before. Going along with the delivery at first, Etta changes course and helps the women escape, with her family planning to flee the area to escape the Rojas cartel. Their efforts prove tragically futile, as M.I.A. Episode 1 ends with the family being captured, except for Etta, and David Denman's Dan killed right away. While Leah attempts to negotiate a financial deal for the remaining family's survival, the cartel members kill them all instead and light the warehouse on fire, with Etta tearfully driving one of their boats away just as the building explodes. In honor of the show's premiere, Screen Rant's Grant Hermans interviewed Danay Garcia, Carrie Elwes and creators Bill Dubuque and Karen Palmer to discuss M.I.A. The conversation with Garcia eventually shifted to the events of the show's premiere and her death alongside her in-show family, with the star explaining that family was the root of the show, which makes their opening deaths all the more painful. She went on to discuss Leah's efforts to negotiate her family's survival after Dan's initial killing, describing her character as being able to do business in this unpredictable world when her family is solid, only for everything to start going away when they're put in danger. Danay Garcia, it's her world. It's not just the job. The job is okay as long as we're together. But when things start to fall down, and all she's trying to do in that negotiation is trying to keep as many of us alive, and she would do anything for that. We see her in action when she goes on a boat saving the kids. You can see that she's prepared, done it many times. That says she knows what she's doing because she's done it all, calling her character's initial final scene as being the ultimate test for her M.I.A. character. Garcia further points out that the negotiating proves she is going to be in charge until she can't do it anymore and was willing to do anything to keep them all alive. Ultimately, as the bargain fails to capture the cartel's attention and her kids start being shot, Garcia called it really hard for Leah to see them all go down, as well as being the hardest thing for me to do on the series, as her character had so much life in her and so much to give. Garcia went on to chuckle as she defended that Leah actually gives them a really good deal before being killed, being able to come up with numbers on the spot that should satisfy the team, to which her co-star Maurice Comte, who plays Mateo Rojas, agreed his character had a good offer on the table. When the moment came to play her death, the Fear the Walking Dead alum explained that she had to be really as present as possible, with the goal to feel every minute of her life until there was not a minute anymore. Danay Garcia, and she called the shot. She called Elias and said, "Hey, just do what you have to do. Don't wait. Don't wait for me to burn. Just go for it. I'm even setting orders until the last minute." That's how in charge she is. But that's who she is. She fights until the end. She even calls the shots. But it was a tough day. It was an all-night situation, working nighttime, and it was cold, and it was raining. I do remember feeling like, wow, the stars are really aligning. They're giving us a lot of very dramatic experiences right now. But while Leah and the rest of Etta's family may have met their end in M.I.A.'s series premiere, Garcia reveals it won't be the last audiences see of the characters in the show. Without giving away specifics, the star teased that there is so much more to everything you see at the beginning, recalling the initial melancholic feeling that this cannot be the end after filming her death, only to find that she was right and was going to get to explore the origins of the central family. Danay Garcia, I remember feeling it when we were shooting. I was like, there's so much to them. There's so much to tell. There's a flashback where you really get to understand them and who they are today. So, you have to go back to the beginning to see how far they went to be who they are today, and justify that slow burn that I was talking about at the beginning. Whoa, they've been through a lot, and no wonder they are like that now. So yeah, it was very exciting, and scary to be put in that position. I'm like, oh my god, you never get to do things like this in TV or anywhere. It's beautiful. Going from the zombie apocalypse to a South Florida crime family was very surreal for Garcia. Jeff Daly / Peacock. Screen rant: I love that you have swapped the gritty world of zombies from The Walking Dead for the gritty world of a crime family in M.I.A. I'm 3 episodes in, and I'm already hooked. I'd love to hear what it was about this character and about this world that really hooked you to want to be a part of the series. Danay Garcia: this is my first series after Fear the Walking Dead. And it was very surreal, because I had no idea where I was going to go after such an intense, crazy experience of a show. It's such an apocalypse experience too. I'm like, what could possibly go worse than the end of the world? And guess what? M.I.A., it was like, whoa, I never saw this coming. The best way to describe it was I felt like the apocalypse was inside of us. It was not on the outside, and we were all